Welcome to the Medical Method. Today I'm going to be going through my second weekly installment of GAMSAT tutorials and answering the first comment I got on my poetry video. I'll put a link to that here. If you didn't see, I went through how to do poetry, but today we're going to go through my most important strategies to improve your score. Alright, so I got a comment from MS Scanlon. Can you do a video on strategies you found the most important in improving your score, please? So I guess this is going to be a pretty short video and I'll just go through section by section. So for my students, I recommend broadening your horizons. I know that sounds really simplistic, but it's the most important thing for section 1 and coming up with good ideas for section 2. That's not to say that your horizons aren't broadened as is, but a lot of people don't necessarily know about all the political ideologies, about logical reasoning, about some ideas in psychology, and just improving your reading, like the depth of your reading will improve your vocabulary. I've made videos in the past that have emphasized this, but I guess books like Guns, Germs and Steel, there's a documentary on YouTube called Century of the Self. Things like that really help improve sort of your understanding of wider things. And, you know, like why does society have government? What's the role of government? It sounds sort of like, it's really like an arts degree. You sort of got to like force yourself into doing like 2 months straight of just like pure humanities. And I find that really helps you sort of be on the level of the passages that you get, especially non-fiction ones. You know, if it's taken out of some random journal that talks about, I don't know, Filipino-American activism or something completely just like dialectical discussions, discussions about racism, and like they're very dense, almost sort of academic pieces that you won't be able to understand unless you've read some material of similar caliber. So I really emphasize reading widely and hitting up classics. I guess any books on philosophy, psychoanalysis, all those things will push in the right direction for section 1. For section 2, writing, you just have to write a lot. The 2 key things that I think people really underestimate is you have to actually write it 2 times. So actually do the whole 1 hour, do both essays in that 1 hour. Don't give yourself extra time. Do the reading time. You need to practice as in exam conditions, because otherwise when you get to the exam, it's sort of like, you know, if I was a professional NBA player, I wouldn't just do shoot arounds for practice. I'd have practice games with my teammates and train in like a game intensity, because shooting around isn't the same. It's the same thing for your writing. You don't write at a slow pace and sort of build it up. It's better just from the start, learn by mistakes. You know, if you write 1 page the first time, then you're going to write more the next time. So improve that way. The second thing for section 2 is idea generation. It's like the most important thing. As long as you have decent structure, so you know, you write a good argumentative essay for task A and you write sort of a discussion in task B, it's all about the ideas, really. I can't tell you, I mark essays for a company and I cannot tell you how many essays have the same ideas or like vaguely the similar theme. And even if I read one that has worse structure but better ideas, it just like inherently makes me want to give this essay a better mark. So make sure you focus in on getting interesting ideas and writing to time a lot before the GAMSAT. It's an area that's really underestimated because a lot of people doing this probably have good scores in English from year 12 and just assume that that'll like correlate to a good grade, but it really doesn't without the practice. All right, sorry, so many words in one go. So section 3 is, I don't know, it's controversial. Like for me, I think it's ideal to do lots of questions, because the name of the paper has aptitude in it, and reasoning is the name of section 1 and 2. Sorry, section 1 and 3. So it's about your aptitude for reasoning. It's not really about how much theory you know. Otherwise, they just make the test like pure theory, and it's whoever studied the most will get the highest score. So for section 3, practice doing questions, and then when you go through the answers, if you like go through the answers as, let's say, an organic chemistry question, and you feel like that there was no way to get that answer without doing the theory for it, then go back and do the theory. I like chirality. There's no way you can just work that out without knowing what chirality is. But on the other hand, I don't believe in going through all of your first year chemistry again, because it's overkill. Especially given that we're about 8 weeks out, you want to be really efficient in your improvement. And I think doing more GAMSAT style questions really improves your reasoning rapidly. So get on that, and I think that's basically my only advice for section 3. Otherwise, physics, you really need to know the theory. It's pretty cut and dry. They'll ask you a question pretty much from year 12 physics, or maybe slightly higher. Needs you to apply formulas, and you basically need to have done it before, otherwise you're not going to get it right. So it's really up to you whether you want to put in the hours to sort of maybe get 4 questions right. But I mean, every mark counts, so even if you go through Khan Academy and just go through physics, I think it'll push your mark enough. And I think that's basically all the strategies that I use to improve my score. There's no other tricks really. I mean, like I have like a mass of resources and stuff that I give to my tutoring students, but in terms of like just general advice, those are the things that I would want to give to you. And I hope that you've enjoyed this sort of weekly, week and a halfly installment of GAMSAT tutorials, and check out the next one. Bye.